What if your blood sugar is already high the moment you wake up, even before you eat a single bite? I see this confusion every day in my clinic, especially in adults over 50 who feel they did everything right. They ate early, avoided sweets, and followed advice, yet their morning numbers kept climbing. In the next minutes, I'll show you simple vegetables that can quietly support better blood sugar control. Stay with me. Blood sugar doesn't usually improve overnight. It changes through small daily choices repeated consistently.
Some of the most helpful foods aren't out exotic or expensive. They're already in your grocery store.
But the order you use them and how you prepare them makes a real difference. Let's start with the first vegetable and build toward the one that matters most. We begin with okra, a simple vegetable that supports blood sugar control in a gentle, steady way. Okra's soluble fiber helps slow how quickly glucose enters the bloodstream after meals. This slower absorption can help reduce post-meal spikes that strain the body over time. That's why okra is especially useful for people who need steady, predictable blood sugar support.
Over time, this steady absorption pattern can support more stable fasting glucose levels.
Okra adds volume to meals without placing a heavy carbohydrate load on the body. By moderating glucose entry, okra may reduce how hard insulin has to work after eating. These effects make okra a supportive first step for anyone seeking gentler blood sugar management.
Steadier glucose patterns can also support smoother circulation after meals.
When glucose swings are gentler, the body's filtering systems face less daily strain.
Okra's value comes from how it quietly supports multiple systems at once.
That's why okra earns its place as a practical starting point for steadier blood sugar support.
Okra's key mechanism begins in digestion, where its soluble fiber forms a gentle gel that slows glucose movement.
This gel does not stop absorption. It simply helps regulate the pace at which glucose enters circulation.
When glucose enters more gradually, insulin signaling can remain steadier and more efficient.
That steady pace is what makes okra supportive for long-term blood sugar balance.
By smoothing absorption, okra also helps the liver respond more calmly after meals. Its soluble fiber can also support beneficial gut bacteria involved in metabolic balance. Over time, fewer glucose swings may reduce daily metabolic stress on the body.
These mechanisms explain why okra works best through consistency, not quick fixes.
A steadier glucose flow can also help body tissues respond more efficiently over time. This balanced rhythm supports how the body coordinates hormones after eating. These changes build gradually when okra is used consistently, meal after meal.
That's the mechanism: simple, steady, and designed to work with your body.
One nutritional advantage of okra is its low energy density, allowing generous portions without excess intake.
Okra provides a balanced mix of fibers that support fullness and gentle digestion throughout the day. It also contributes useful micronutrients that support everyday metabolic and circulatory function.
Together, these nutritional qualities make okra easy to include as part of regular, balanced meals.
Light steaming is one of the best ways to prepare okra while preserving its natural fiber structure.
Keeping the cooking time short helps maintain both texture and nutritional integrity. A quick, gentle sauté can also work well when high heat and long cooking are avoided. The goal is simple preparation that respects okra's natural structure and function.
For most adults, a moderate daily portion of okra is a safe and practical place to start. Pay attention to how your body responds, especially when adding any new food regularly. If you're managing health conditions or medications, it's wise to discuss dietary changes with a professional.
Used thoughtfully, okra can be a safe, supportive addition to your everyday meals.
Carrots can support blood sugar stability when they're used the right way and in the right portions. When carrots are eaten whole, their natural fiber helps slow glucose absorption after meals. That fiber also supports fullness, which can help reduce overeating later in the day.
Used thoughtfully, carrots contribute steady energy rather than sudden blood sugar swings.
When used correctly, carrots provide steady energy instead of sharp rises that stress the system. Smoother glucose handling also supports a calmer response in the blood vessels after eating. Carrots work best as part of a balanced plate, not as a large, standalone carbohydrate source.
This balanced use is what allows carrots to support blood sugar stability day after day.
Over weeks, proper carrot use can support a more stable overall glucose pattern.
Carrots also provide natural compounds that help the body manage everyday metabolic stress.
These nutrients support tissues that are sensitive to daily glucose fluctuations.
That's why carrots, used correctly, deserve their place in a steady blood sugar plan.
Carrots work best when their natural fiber structure remains intact during digestion.
That structure helps release natural sugars more gradually into the bloodstream.
Light cooking also improves how the body absorbs beneficial compounds like beta-carotene.
Together, these mechanisms explain why preparation makes all the difference with carrots.
Gradual glucose release allows insulin to work in a calmer, more coordinated way.
Carrot fiber also supports natural satiety signals that help regulate appetite after meals.
These effects become more reliable when carrots are used consistently, not occasionally.
This is why how you use carrots matters just as much as choosing them.
A steadier release of natural sugars also helps the liver respond more smoothly after meals. And carrots contribute compounds that support the body's everyday cellular balance. When used properly, carrots fit naturally into the body's overall metabolic rhythm.
That complete coordination is the real mechanism behind carrots' supportive role.
Carrots offer valuable nutrients in a form that fits easily into balanced, everyday meals. They are especially known for beta-carotene, which the body uses to support normal cellular and visual function. Their fiber content supports digestion and helps meals feel more satisfying over time.
These nutritional strengths are why carrots work best as part of a thoughtful, balanced approach.
Gentle cooking helps carrots support blood sugar stability without losing their natural structure. Light steaming keeps fibers effective while improving nutrient availability.
A brief sauté at moderate heat can work well when portions remain controlled.
Avoid heavy processing. Simple methods are what allow carrots to work as intended. For most adults, moderate portions of cooked carrots fit well into balanced meals. Notice how your body responds, especially when adding carrots more regularly. Whole carrots are preferable to processed versions when aiming for steadier blood sugar support. Used thoughtfully, carrots can be a safe and supportive part of everyday nutrition.
Next is bitter gourd, a vegetable long studied for its ability to support healthier blood sugar patterns. When included with meals, bitter gourd can help moderate how sharply blood sugar rises afterward.
This effect supports how cells handle glucose, encouraging steadier use rather than accumulation.
That's why bitter gourd is often used to support more controlled, predictable blood sugar responses.
Bitter gourd is often studied for how it supports the body's response to insulin over time. With regular use, some people notice steadier morning readings rather than wide swings. More stable glucose patterns can also support comfortable circulation after eating.
These combined effects explain why bitter gourd is valued for daily blood sugar support.
Over time, steadier daily glucose patterns can contribute to improved long-term averages. Many people also notice more even energy levels when blood sugar swings are reduced. When prepared gently, bitter gourd can fit into meals without overwhelming digestion.
These are the main reasons bitter gourd is often included in steady blood sugar routines.
Bitter gourd contains naturally occurring compounds that act in ways similar to insulin signaling.
These compounds may help the liver release glucose more gradually between meals. They also support how muscle cells take in glucose, encouraging steadier use throughout the day.
Together, these actions explain the unique metabolic role of bitter gourd.
Bitter gourd is also studied for how it supports the pancreas in managing daily glucose demands.
It may help slow certain carbohydrate processing steps, contributing to gentler glucose entry.
Fewer glucose swings can mean less daily metabolic stress on tissues.
These mechanisms work together to support steadier blood sugar handling.
Bitter gourd helps multiple organs coordinate glucose use more smoothly throughout the day. This coordination becomes especially helpful during the transition from fasting to meals. With regular use, the body gradually adapts to a steadier metabolic rhythm.
That long-term adaptation explains why bitter gourd works best when used consistently.
Bitter gourd is remarkably low in calories and net carbohydrates, making it easier to include without overloading meals. It also provides useful micronutrients that support normal metabolic and circulatory functions. These nutrients help the body manage everyday oxidative demands associated with fluctuating glucose.
Altogether, bitter gourd's nutrition profile supports its role in steady, balanced eating patterns.
For bitter gourd, gentle preparation helps preserve its natural structure and beneficial compounds.
Light steaming is one of the best ways to prepare bitter gourd without overprocessing it. A brief saute at moderate heat can also work when bitterness is balanced without heavy cooking. The goal is simple preparation that respects bitter gourd's natural properties.
For most adults, a modest daily portion of bitter gourd is a practical and cautious starting point.
Because bitter gourd is strong in character, it's important to notice how your body responds.
If you manage health conditions or take medications, discussing dietary changes with a professional is wise.
Used thoughtfully, bitter gourd can be a safe and supportive addition to balanced meals. Spinach is one of the most reliable leafy greens for supporting steadier blood sugar patterns. When eaten regularly, spinach helps soften post-meal glucose rises rather than allowing sharp spikes.
This supports how effectively insulin works after meals, without forcing the system.
That's why spinach is often a foundation vegetable for steady daily glucose support. Spinach helps smooth blood sugar patterns not just after meals, but across the entire day. Its fiber and volume help meals feel satisfying without adding excess energy.
Steadier glucose handling also supports comfortable circulation after eating.
These daily effects make spinach a dependable choice for long-term glucose stability.
Over time, regular spinach intake supports a calmer, more predictable glucose trend.
Many people notice steadier energy when blood sugar swings are reduced.
Spinach is also gentle on digestion when prepared simple and eaten consistently.
These are the core reasons spinach plays such a central role in steady blood sugar routines. Spinach provides magnesium, a mineral closely linked to how effectively insulin signals inside cells. Its natural nitrates support blood vessel function, helping circulation respond more smoothly.
Spinach also contains compounds that help manage everyday oxidative demands.
These mechanisms explain why spinach works so reliably when included daily. Adequate magnesium from foods like spinach helps cells respond to insulin in a calmer, more efficient way.
Spinach's volume and fiber also support natural appetite-regulating signals after meals. These benefits build gradually when spinach becomes part of a consistent daily pattern.
That steady adaptation is what makes spinach such a dependable choice.
Spinach also supports how the liver manages glucose release between meals.
Steadier glucose handling helps reduce daily metabolic stress on tissues.
Healthy circulation responds better when blood sugar patterns remain stable.
All of these mechanisms together explain spinach's steady, reliable role.
Spinach delivers a wide range of nutrients in a very low-calorie package.
These minerals support muscle function, circulation, and overall metabolic balance.
Spinach allows meals to feel fuller without driving blood sugar upward.
That combination makes spinach one of the most efficient vegetables you can eat regularly.
Spinach benefits most from gentle cooking that preserves its natural structure.
Light steaming helps retain key nutrients while keeping spinach easy to digest. A short sauté works well when heat stays moderate and cooking time remains brief.
Simple methods like these protect spinach's value while fitting easily into daily meals. For most adults, a moderate daily portion of cooked spinach fits safely into regular meals.
Because spinach is rich on fiber, paying attention to digestion and hydration is important.
If you have specific health concerns, adjusting portions with professional guidance is sensible.
Used thoughtfully, spinach remains one of the safest and most versatile greens. Broccoli stands at the top because it supports blood sugar control at multiple levels simultaneously.
When included with meals, broccoli helps soften post-meal glucose increases.
Regular intake also supports steadier fasting readings over time.
These effects are why broccoli consistently ranks as the most impactful vegetable.
Broccoli supports not only daily control, but also healthier long-term glucose trends. It helps the body use insulin more effectively, reducing unnecessary strain after meals. Stable glucose patterns also support healthy circulation throughout the body.
These combined benefits explain broccoli's leading role in blood sugar support.
Broccoli helps the body move from fasting to meals with less metabolic stress. Many people notice steadier energy when glucose swings are minimized.
When prepared properly, broccoli fits comfortable into daily meals.
That completes broccoli's core benefits for blood sugar support.
Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound studied for its role in regulating glucose-related pathways.
This compound helps signal the liver to release glucose more appropriately between meals. It also supports pancreatic cells by reducing everyday metabolic stress.
These mechanisms explain why broccoli works at a deeper biological level.
Sulforaphane also helps improve how sensitive cells are to insulin signals.
By lowering oxidative stress, cells function more predictably during glucose processing.
Broccoli compounds activate protective pathways that support metabolic balance over time.
That's why broccoli's effects extend beyond surface-level nutrition.
Broccoli helps different organs work together, so glucose is handled more smoothly. And this coordination becomes especially important during the shift from fasting to eating. With consistency, these mechanisms build a more resilient metabolic system.
That completes the key mechanisms behind broccoli's top ranking.
Broccoli delivers an exceptional range of nutrients while remaining low in calories.
These nutrients support glucose handling, circulation, and overall metabolic balance. Broccoli's fiber and antioxidants work together to support steady digestion and absorption. This nutritional profile is a major reason broccoli stands above other vegetables.
Broccoli delivers its greatest value when prepared gently and with attention to temperature. Light steaming preserves broccoli's structure and supports its most active compounds.
A short sauté can work when heat stays moderate and cooking time remains limited.
Simple preparation protects broccoli's benefits while fitting easily into daily meals.
For most adults, a moderate daily serving of cooked broccoli fits safely into regular meals.
Because broccoli is fiber-rich, introducing it gradually helps digestion stay comfortable.
If you have specific health considerations, adjusting portions with professional guidance is wise. Used thoughtfully, broccoli remains the most powerful vegetable in this lineup.
We've now walked through 5 vegetables, each offering a different level of support for steadier blood sugar. What matters most is not perfection, but choosing the right foods and using them consistently.
Even small, repeated choices at meals can support more predictable glucose patterns over time. Long-term stability comes from habits you can maintain, not extreme changes.
My advice is simple. Start with one vegetable, one meal, and build from there.
Consistency matters far more than doing everything perfectly from day one.
You have more influence over your daily numbers than you may realize.
Focus on habits you can sustain and let stability develop naturally. If this breakdown helped you understand food choices more clearly, I invite you to join our Health Hack Hive community.
Liking and sharing this video helps others discover practical guidance they can actually use.
Everything I share here is educational, meant to support informed conversations with your healthcare team. Small, informed choices made consistently can shape better outcomes over time. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me which vegetable you're starting with this week.
Keeping a simple record can help you notice patterns and stay motivated.
Remember, everyone responds differently, and progress often comes gradually. Stay consistent, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next Health Hack Hive video.